Alright, hello YouTube. What I'm making here is a supplemental video to a video by IRepairFast. This is an iPod 4, 4th generation, pretty much fully disassembled, just so I can show you how I broke my screen trying to reassemble it so you don't make the same mistake. This ribbon here is your digitizer ribbon. And it says basically in the instructions, or any instructions I've found, to fold it in 3 places, which is, I don't think, entirely accurate. What happens is the digitizer ribbon has to go underneath the board. If you watch the video, you'll understand what I'm talking about. This is just a supplement. I would watch a full tutorial video to get familiar with your system. You would pry up this board. Sorry, it's a little blurry. It's not the greatest video camera in the world. But you would pry up this board and get underneath to get your digitizer cable in or out, depending on which direction you're going with your installation. But it says fold it in 3 places. So I don't think that's entirely right. I'm going to show you what I mean. One fold would be at the very base of the circuit board where it comes out. And when you go to install and flip your screen over for final assembly, what you would want is obviously this one fold here where it comes out of the board. You also can't fold it in the direction where it would hang outside the my little screen protector tab is in the way. You obviously can't have it fold outside the machine. But one fold would be where it comes out of the circuit board. Another fold would be a third of the way up the ribbon cable, and I'm trying to get this on video. I can see what I'm doing better than the camera can. Damn thing. Trying to position my light here so you can see what's going on. And the worst thing you can do is fold it inside, once inside, basically where this metal plate goes. There's a ledge here. If you take yours apart, you'll see it. And the screen, the back of the screen, this part has to fit in there. And what I did was I folded it over and pushed my cable to the inside and then put my screen down and tried to squeeze it shut. And it wasn't sitting quite right, so I squeezed harder. Basically, if I can get this on, I don't know if I can get this on video, the ribbon right here was folded into, it's so dark I can't see on the camera, this ribbon was folded into this space where the screen goes and basically crushed the screen. So what I'm going to do, when I squeezed it, I crushed the screen. So what I'm going to do is pop this board up a little bit. Like I said, sorry it's so, I don't know, low resolution. Oh yeah, take this metal plate off, which I already had loose, and pop this board up just a little bit. Watch the video so you know how not to break it. The other video, not mine, by IRepairFast. Very excellent tutorial, but leaves out this one little tiny detail where I believe that I crushed my screen. Anyway, what it looks like when you are trying to fold it over is I folded the cable over onto the screen area and when I pressed this screen into the recess that it belongs into, crushed it, and everything went white. I still had just enough power to make it white, but not enough power cables intact to show anything. And this is an old one. I crushed it, so I'm not real freaked out about pulling it apart. I don't know if you can see. It probably gets blurry. Yep, it gets blurry. There is a spot where the glass is cracked, and it is right in here. You see that light spot right in here, where it's dark here and dark, where am I at? Dark here, and then right here you see the light part. That's all cracked glass. So I had to get another one. So this one's garbage. So basically, on the cable, again, it's fuzzy. You can't see it on my video. Maybe. There we go. Look at the glare on the cable. A shiny spot, and then a dull spot, and then another shiny spot, and then another dull spot. If you look at your cable very carefully, there's segments on here where it's like thick spot and then a thin spot where you should fold it. And then, if I can get the glare just right, there's another shiny spot right here where it doesn't get folded, but right here it's thinner. It has a different surface texture on it. That's where it gets folded. And then another shiny spot here where it's got like a protective layer on it where it should not get folded. If you look very carefully at your cable, you're going to see different segments on this cable, like almost protective sheathing on it, and then where there's no protective sheathing is where it gets folded. So what it should look like when it gets done is it should be folded one, like they say, 3 times, but one, there's one elbow right here. Can I get the light on this better? Probably not. It's just a bad camera. One fold here. Then it's going to fold over, and it's all going to be done in this space from, there we go, from this point, don't look at the cable, look at the screwdriver, from this point to this point. This 10 or 11 millimeters or so is where this cable is going to get folded into. It's going to fold here, and it's going to fold over again, and that would be bend 2. I don't know if you can see it or not. 1, 2, technically 3. 1, 2, 3. Technically it is 3 bends, but I did it wrong the first time. And then this would sit underneath the circuit board because the whole thing is going to sit down on top of it like this. And the circuit board, this piece with the gold on it, is going to be up in behind the circuit board during final assembly. So I guess technically they were right. It is 3 bends. I just didn't bend it the right way. Instead of bending the first bend out here at approximately, I don't know, 10 millimeters away from the edge of the screen, I did my first bend at the screen. And then this piece laid out here where it shouldn't have been, and then I brought it back. So basically I just had this tiny one little elbow sitting over on the screen. You see how it's flexing, and it cracked the screen. Instead of bending it the other direction, going, so it almost wants to go that way because I pressed it so hard. Go the other way, bend it down out this way. And once that's bent, then you come back in here and then bend this out again. So yes, technically they were right. I just taught myself something. It should be bent in 3 spots, like they said, like so. There you go. Now you can see some contrast on the white. First bend is out, away from the screen, about 10 mils from the screen, and then each bend is approximately 8 millimeters from the other. From here to here is about 8 millimeters, and then from this corner to this corner is about another 8 millimeters. And you'll see the difference of thickness in your digitizer cable. 10 minutes. Jeez, it'd take me 10 minutes to get through that? Christ. Alright, bye. Best of luck with you.